Hello and welcome to JV East Season 7 Round 2 at Vallelunga for the Italian J-Prix. We'll start off with qualifying here. Let's take a look at the tokens before our drivers complete lap 1. Only a single 4 token spender, that is Emma Box in the Pizza Racing Team car. We've got free token spenders in the form of Edvartitos from Brabham, Max Trix, the rookie from WTech, and Mr. Monza from Mitsubishi. Alongside them, we've got a whole host of 1 token spenders. We've got Lexi Drozdov, Skep, both from Yorkshire Aerial. We've got Flex from Team Alpha Prime. We've got Felix Lotus from Mitsubishi, Ricky Boy 12 from Pizza Racing, as well as both SD25 and Vinci from Red Star Autosport. So those are the token spenders here today. A very large amount of 1 token spenders, but also we've got 4 drivers who are spending 3 or more tokens. That is going to be, I think, a hard fought out race. And now on provisional pole, it is Emma Box, just 200ths faster than Edvarditos. Max Trix also up there. Bluebell Boy, tokenless, currently in 4th. It is a dream start to the season so far from WTech. They had double tokenless points in Zandvoort. Will they be able to do the same here in Vallelunga? We'll have to find out. Max Trix now in the lead. Will he improve? He does improve, but it's Mr. Monza who goes on provisional pole with a time of 29.03. Will we see a sub 29 before the end of the qualifying? We're already more than halfway through, and look at that. Max Trix, Edvarditos, Mr. Monza, Emma Box all keeping so close together, and you've got Bluebell Boy keeping very high up despite not spending any tokens. Max Trix seems to have separated from the rest. Is it enough for a new fastest lap? No, he does not improve. They are all very consistent in sub 30 lap times, but it's not enough for an improvement for any of them. Lexi Drozdov goes up to 5th fastest, spending a single token, of course. Bluebell Boy is 7th fastest, tied with Lado 204 and SD25. If that continues, we'll have to double check before the qualifying results which one of them will start ahead, depending on who set it. And it's Edvarditos improving up to 29.12, but Emma Box improves up to 29.07 to go 2nd fastest. Edvarditos only 3rd fastest. Skep has improved to 4th fastest despite spending a single token. He is currently beating Max Trix. And despite very promising pace from the WTECs, it doesn't look like they are able to transform it into qualifying pace just yet. Max Trix improves by a single 100th. It's the final lap of qualifying. We see Alexi Drozdov go up to 4th fastest, beating Max Trix. The Yorkshire Aerials are going crazy at the end of qualifying. Final lap, Edvarditos is getting past Max Trix here. Emma Box is getting past Max Trix. It looks like some sort of an engine issue for the WTEC, and the qualifying has certainly gone from okay to bad. And it's Edvarditos on pole position with an incredible time of 28.70. What a lap. Emma Box in 2nd. Let's see the full qualifying results shortly. Alright, we've checked qualifying. And here is the starting order. Edvarditos starts from pole position with an amazing time of 28.70 on that final lap. What a lap. Emma Box will start from the front row. Let's put up the tokens and upgrades here. To go a bit more into depth here. So Mr. Monza will start from 3rd. Emma Box is the one spending 4 tokens, of course. I don't think we've seen a 4 token spender take pole position yet in the virtual leagues. I may be wrong about that. Then it's an amazing performance from the Yorkshire Aerials. That extra boost really seems to have helped them out, because at the end of that race, they just found that pace. They unlocked that pace, 4th and 5th in qualifying. But they did also qualify better than they ended in the race in Zandvoort. Will that be a similar issue for them Today we'll have to find out, but as 4th and 5th both only spending 1 token, and they beat out 3 token spender Maxtrix, who was looking amazing in terms of consistency at the front nearly the whole qualifying session, but just couldn't find that one lap to really stand out ahead of the competition, and now he's starting back from 6th, so it'll be a difficult race for him. The rookie driver ST25, another rookie driver in his new JV outfit. He will start from 7th ahead of Vlado204. He's spending 1 token. Vlado204, in fact, our highest tokenless driver, starting from 8th. Then it's Bluebell Boy, another tokenless driver who will be starting from 9th. WTech seem to have it down, and Carpathian's Peak are looking pretty good. Tokenless as well. I have just realized that is the wrong livery on the Carpathian's Peak car. That will be something that will have to get adjusted. Vinci starting from 10th with a single token. Then we've got Flex starting from 11th with 1 token. Kukus tokenless in 12th. That's the 3rd best tokenless driver in this qualifying. Then Monaco Grand Prix is the 4th, 13th. Ricky Boy 12 with a single token, only starts from 14th, unfortunately. Ellie from 15th. Felix Lotus with 1 token, only starts from 16th. Weblu will start from 17th. Lil One from 18th. Levioso from 19th. And last race's winner, Tomatoes, starts from last position. So we'll be right back after a small fix. Right into the race. 32 laps will be ran here at the Italian J-Prix at Vallelunga. So let's get into it. Here we go for the Italian J-Prix, and we start off Edward Details on the mediums. Emma Box, Alexei Drozdov and Maxtrix have started on the softs. And we've got ST25 behind them, Vlado204 in that new Romanian livery. Romanian Steaua Bucharest inspired livery. Vinci, however, is edging him out for 8th position. Kukus has gone into the points at a rapid descent for Bluebell Boy so far. Flex spending 1 token is up. Felix Lotus also having a look at the points. Let's go back into the lead. It's Emma Box in the lead. Maxtrix in 2nd, fighting Edward Details for it. Alexei Drozdov, great start, up into 4th position, holding on. Mr. Monza has dropped to 5th. ST25 and Vinci, the Red Star Autosports, really having an amazing start to the race as they try to challenge Skip for 6th and keep Flex and Vlad behind. Bluebell Boy has dropped quite a bit. He's down in 14th now. Emma Pox still leading. Maxtrix has been out. Edward Details. Mr. Monza goes around in on the inside into 3rd place on those hard tires. Alexei Drozdov trying to beat out Edward Details, goes too wide into that gravel. And it is 5th and 6th for the Yorkshire Aerials, 7th and 8th for the Red Star Autosports, as Vinci makes a move on the inside of his own teammate. And look at all the teamwork we're having. We've got Vlado204 being chased by Flex and Ellie of the Team Alpha Primes. They're in 10th and 11th at the current moment, but Emma Box is running wild in 1st. Alexei Drozdov catching up to the back of Edward Tito's once again. Really getting close to him here. ST25 has been overtaken by Vlado204 and Ellie. Bluebell Boy is still on the cusp of the points in 12th. Not too far off, alongside Felix Lotus, Kukas and Ricky Boy 12. But the top is still pretty much the same. Emma Box, the fastest lap at 29 of 52, just going rapidly on those soft tires, and you can see the pace difference between them and Maxtrix, about at 10 faster every lap so far. But those softs are starting to wear. You can already see soft runners drifting around. Let's have a reminder of the tokens here, as 4 tokens for Emma Box, 3 tokens for Maxtrix, Mr. Monza and Edward Tito's, 1 token for the likes of Alexei Drozdov, Skep, Vinci, Flex, SD25, as well as Felix Lotus and Ricky Boy 12, who's just been overtaken by a very rapid Levioso, who then immediately loses that position on account of grep. Emma Box is still out, so is Max Trix. Mr. Monza and Evertitos are really making that difference smaller and smaller. That's enough of the tokens. Now let's take a look at the upgrades. While we're here is, believe a grep and double turbo for Brabham that they got ahead of this race, but Evertitos does find himself behind in 4th position out of the 3+ token spenders. We're gonna have a rain! That is amazing news for the soft runners. It's amazing news for Evertitos, who's first to catch the pit stop. As soon as the rain is announced, and Emma Box and Max Trix, they might be slowed down a bit now that the rain is hitting before they've managed to pit, and that is not very good for them. But they have managed to survive without having a second pit stop. And yeah, look at that, even Mr. Monza slowed down on those hard tires in these conditions. And they're finally in. Where will Edvarditos come out in relation to them? They're only just now pitting. Edvarditos is out. He's out into the lead of the race he goes. Amazing. And Brabham have just gotten an incredible lead. Look at the pace of that Brabham car in the rain. Amazing call from Edvarditos. And Alexei Drostov's now on the back of those 3 token spenders and Emma Box. Vlado 204 up to 6th, then it's Vinci, Skip, ST25 and Ellie, the tokenless driver of the 2 Team Alpha Primes. Going back to the upgrades, it is a double turbo upgrade for Yorkshire Ariel. It was a quadruple turbo upgrade for WTech, which seems to have improved them in some regards, but they already had quite a phenomenal start. However, Bluebell Boy unfortunately has dropped off after a great qualifying, down in 15th. It doesn't look like he'll be able to get back up into the points. We got a grip upgrade for Team Alpha Prime, a double acceleration and a grip for Carpathian's Peak, which does make them, I'd say, one of the strongest cars here, and Vlad is definitely showing that with his tokenless P6 at the moment. Levioso, on the other hand, also tokenless and down in P17, so it's a 2 completely different perspectives on this race from the view of the Carpathian's Peak drivers. It was a triple turbo upgrade for Tortu Autosport, but it doesn't look like it's helped them out. Both of them tokenless. Monaco Grand Prix yet to submit a token plan, which is not very good for Tortu as a whole. Mitsubishi got an acceleration upgrade, currently down in P5 behind Alexei Drozdov as Mr. Monzas. That's not working out too well for them. Felix Lotus down in 19th, the single token not making that much of a difference in comparison to the car differences. Pizza Racing Team got a grip and a turbo, and it does look to be working out quite well for them. Still up in 2nd, but Edvarditos with that rain call has carved out quite a gap for now. Red Star Autosport got a speed upgrade. It seems to be helping them quite a bit, currently running double points despite spending only a single token each. Is what is happening to Mr. Monza. Vlado 204 overtakes, and Mr. Monza now takes that position back due to a mistake from Vlad. But that is concerning pace in the wet for the Mitsubishi car despite spending 3 tokens. Red Eagle is the only team to not succeed a single upgrade. And unfortunately they are languishing in P14 and P20 at the current moment. Let's get back to the race as sun has come out and the track is drying up. Edvarditos has to deal with first real packs of lapped cars. Forces out Levioso into the grass there. Is still up in P1, but he is only 3 seconds ahead of Emma Box. Believe that was 4 seconds not long ago. Never, it's back to 4 seconds. And the rain is coming back after all. Felix Lotus there slowing down Emma Box quite a bit there. Emma Box now overtaking, but Max Trix really close behind in 3rd. under 2 seconds. Alexei Drozdov having a great race so far, up in 4th. Behind him is Mr. Monza, Vlado 204. Vinci Skip has fallen to P8, but he is very close behind Vinci. And then we've got Ellie and ST25 also close behind. Then it's a gap of 4 seconds to Ricky Boy 12 behind them. So the top 10 are quite separated. Edward Tito's here lapping Bluebell Boy, who was only about 8 positions behind him in qualifying. He is now 13 positions behind him. Very unfortunate stuff for him. Emma Box now about to come up on them again. About to come up on those 2 cars, Weblu and Bluebell Boy as well. Max Trix seems to have lost a ton of time to Emma Box there. From 1 second to 4 second gap. Emma Box is closing down on Edvarditos. That might be part of that gap, forming another gap, closing Mr. Monza right behind Alexei Drozdov on Monaco Grand Prix, giving some issue to the Italian Mitsubishi driver. We're over halfway into the race now. Track is being wet for a vast majority of it now. Yeah, it doesn't seem to look like we've got any gaps closing. Most gaps are getting just bigger and bigger. We've got Ellie and SD25 fighting for 9th. Ellie overtakes on that first straight. Oh, goes way too wide. Hits the gravel. And that has really lost their chance for that P9. Skip behind Vinci at the current moment, under a second. Alexei Drozdov and Mr. Monza, they're fighting for P4. Mr. Monza overtakes as they lap Weblu and Bluebell Boy. Mr. Monza is through into P4 once more. We'll be really hoping for the rain to die down, as it doesn't look like the Mitsubishi has really good pace in the rain. Edvarditos is just maintaining that gap on Emma Box, and I feel like that will remain the case for as long. Oh my god, Edvarditos! A mistake, must have hit the gravel. Emma Box right on the back of him. Both of them hit the gravel on this wide turn. Max Trix not too far behind him as well. Vinci has pitted. What is he pitting for? It is another set of wet tyres. We've got wet weather running for so long that drivers have pitted for another set of wet tyres. Look how everyone's getting bunched up closer together, and I believe that is because of the grip issues. Edvarditos, Emma Box really going on the inside of that fast right-hander, and that is a very risky play, and now goes wide into that gravel. Once again, loses quite a bit of time. As a result, Alexei Drozdov is now pitted onto new wet tyres as well, but the track is drying up. Is it the right choice to pit onto another set of wets? Should they be pitting onto Enters? Skip, Ellie in for new wet tyres. Edvarditos is in for Enters. Max Trix is in for Enters, and Emma Box is staying out, hits the back of Little One. Mr. Monza is also staying out. It is complete chaos here in terms of rain strategy. Looks like Emma Box and Mr. Monza decided to rescue on those dead wet tyres. They want to pit in immediately for dry tyres, and I think that would be the right call. They just have to remain safe driving through these corners on those dead wet tyres. Mr. Monza is in before the track's dried out. Will he pit for softs or as it Enters? He pits for Enters. It is very late for Enters. Unless the rain comes back, then Emma Box's entire strategy might come undone. They are 6.6 seconds, 5.2 seconds ahead of Edvarditos, and that gap is shrinking constantly. Mr. Monza has come out back in 4th. Alexei Drozdov is in 5th. Vlad has opted for the Inter-season 6th, and it's Vinci ST25 has gone ahead of Skip, who has finally pitted for dry tyres as Emma Box finally comes in for dry tyres. Edvarditos is staying out on the Inters. Max Trix is staying out. Mr. Monza is in after a single lap of the Inter tyres. It is complete chaos out here. Emma Box decided to pit for medium tyres, however it will be softs for Mr. Monza. It will be mediums for Alexei Drozdov, and I think we'll see mediums and softs here, apart from Skip, who has opted for the hard tyres, interestingly enough. And we've got Emma Box already right on the back of Edvarditos. And Edvarditos is finally in off the Inter tires. And so is Max Trix. And his mediums for Edvarditos. What will it be for Max Trix is also mediums for Max Trix. Mr. Monza standing out in this top 8. He's on the softs. He will overtake Max Trix for P3. He will look to chase down Edvarditos. Emma Box, unassailable gap out in front. Played the range strategy just right. And that was crazy weather conditions we were seeing there. And crazy strategy to go alongside that. Skip up in P9 has gone back past Ellie, looking to unlap himself from Emma Box and also try and overtake SD25 for P8, and he does so. A beautiful inside move there. Mr. Monza has overtaken Edvarditos for P2 on the inside as well. Edvarditos trying to make a move somewhere there, doesn't find the space, doesn't find the line, and goes a bit wide, hits the grass. Looks like he is compromising his line quite a bit as Mr. Monza laps his teammate Felix Lotus, who is unfortunately outside of the points, languishing in P19. Ricky Boy 12 very close to Ellie, will be hoping to make it double points for Peter Racing Team as Emma Box is near assured to bring home the win. Mr. Monza in P2, what can he do? He is 5.7 seconds behind. I don't think the pace difference between softs and mediums is large enough as Ricky Boy 12, Emma Box's teammate now, holding Mr. Monza up to help Emma Box secure that victory. Ricky Boy 12 himself has dropped quite a bit off Elliot, who is back right behind Skip. Just got past Bluebell Boy as well. Edvarditos holding on behind Mr. Monza, hoping. Oh my god, Mr. Monza has a new fast lap at 28.92. Great lap from Mr. Monza, and that will be an extra point for Mitsubishi. And look at the pack of lapped cars that he has to travel through now on those wearing degrading soft tires as Edvarditos is getting closer and closer behind. Max Trix left out in the dust. Could have been a much better night for the WTECs, but in the end it looks like it'll be a P4 and a P17. Unfortunate ending for them as we're 3 laps, less than 3 laps from the end. Edvarditos once again has lost some gap to Mr. Monza. Has to deal with this pack of lapped traffic as well. Mr. Monza still not found the end of it. Finally gets past Tomatoes here, but still has 2 lapped cars on the way that might cause some issues. Vinci very close to Vlad in the fight for P6. Ricky Boy 12 once again very close to Ellie, but those tires are starting to degrade, so Ricky Boy really needs to get a move on with that overtake if he wants to make it work. Does hit some grass there, still holding on. Edvarditos under 2 seconds behind Mr. Monza. Can he make a move happen here? Ricky Boy 12 on the cusp of those points. Emma Box rounding the final corners now. And Emma Box will win the Italian J-Prix, the home race for Emma Box and Pizza Racing Team. Mr. Monza in second at a home race. Should be proud as well. Edvarditos comes in third. Max Trix unfortunately in fourth. Alexei Drozdov with an amazing, awe-inspiring performance for P5. But Vlado 204 must not be left unmentioned as well. P6 tokenless. Vinci P7 and ST25 P8 makes it a very nice points haul for Red Star Autosports as they continue on a quite successful start to the season for the new JV outfit. Skip will come home in P9. Could have been better, but it could have been worse as Ellie comes home in P10 tokenless. beating his teammate Flex, who was spending 1 token, finishing in P12. Ricky Boy 12 also spending 1 token, could not make it. Double points for Pizza Racing, finishes in 11th. Cuckoos in 13. Weblu will finish most likely in P14, followed by Tomatoes, highest Red Eagles finisher here today. They did not perform too well, tokenless. P15 for him, P16 for Monaco Grand Prix. Bluebell Boy from P9 down to P17, disaster race for him, but he did not spend any tokens, so he should be happy about that. It's Felix Lotus in 18th, Levioso in 19th, and a low one will round us off in 20th. Mr. Monza taking the fastest lap and brilliant 28.92 set on fresh, presumably fresh soft tires, and we're gonna hear the Italian anthem twice for Emma Box and then for Pizza Racing Team. Yeah, so warm congratulations to Emma Box for an amazing victory here today, and for Pizza Racing Team, as this is of course this is in fact only their second ever podium and first ever race win in virtuals. So let's hear an encore for Pizza Racing Team, for Emma Box and Ricky Boy 12, and also former Pizza Racing Team drivers we had, such as last season Mini Moai, and the season before that Toffoli 99 in the, I believe, Pizza Racing Team's debut season. This is their third season, so let's hear the Italian national anthem one more time. that was the Italian J-Prix, and we'll see you next week for the home race of the Carpathians Peak team, Romanian J-Prix at Râmnicu Vâlcea, or whatever way you say it. See you then, and bye.